The gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. You know, in the Navy, we had a saying, bluff, which is bottom line up front. Let me give everybody the bottom line. We're here because Democrats are terrified that President Trump is going to win re-election. That's really what this all comes down to. Let me get into the specifics. We're here dealing with impeachment because Democrats don't want to talk about the red-hot Trump economy. They don't want to talk about the fact that we have the lowest unemployment rates in 50 years. We're dealing with impeachment because Democrats don't want to talk about how the president has worked to protect American companies from Chinese aggression, how he's renegotiated trade deals to benefit American workers, how he's eliminated burdensome regulations that hurt the economy and that help job creators. Congressional Democrats don't want to be reminded to the American people that the Democrat agenda includes such laughable ideas like banning airplanes, giving illegal immigrants taxpayer-funded health care, and taking private health insurance away from the American people. That's really why we're here. This whole process is just a distraction. It's an attempt to hide the far-left radical agenda. So let's talk about the facts. Schiff's report claims the administration froze military aid for Ukraine without explanation. Yet the facts are that President Trump gave more military aid to Ukraine than President Obama. President Obama gave Ukraine well wishes and blankets. President Trump gave the Ukrainians Javelin missiles. That's the difference, and those are the facts. Let's go over some more facts. House Democrats want to claim it's a conspiracy that Ukrainian officials attempted to interfere with the 2016 election. Yet Ukrainian attempts to interfere with the 2016 election are well documented by Politico, by Financial Times, and The Hill. There was an attempt to influence our elections, and that's troubling, and that's why President Trump brought it to the attention of President Zelensky. Again, those are the facts. But at the end of the day, those facts don't seem to matter to my Democrat colleagues. House Democrats don't care that President Zelensky has repeatedly said there was no pressure. It's not important that the call transcript was the best evidence we have. It is the best evidence we have. It's the actual primary document. And that transcript shows there was no quid pro quo, no bribery. I got to remember we're calling it bribery after an old Latin phrase didn't pull well or test well in a Democrat focus group. My Democrat colleagues seem to really care about focus groups and polling. Unfortunately, again, they don't care about the facts. Because the fact is that Democrats were calling for impeachment before this investigation even began. Representative Tlaib said in January, I don't even think we were sworn in yet. She said in January, impeach the mother. Representative Green said in May, and I quote, I'm concerned that if we don't impeach this president, he will get reelected. These proceedings, this entire process, is nothing more than a political hit job. Well, unlike my Democrat colleagues, I actually do care about the facts, which is why I'm troubled that our committee did not hear from a single fact witness this entire time. We should be here hearing from Hunter Biden. We should be hearing from Schiff's staff. We know that Schiff's staff coordinated with a whistleblower. And again, we need to hear from the whistleblower. Last week, I offered a motion to subpoena the whistleblower to testify in executive session, meaning that he or she could testify behind closed doors. My Democrat colleagues voted my motion down in a partisan fashion. Mr. Castor, can you walk us through the inaccuracies in the whistleblower's complaint?
Well, the first thing about the complaint that troubles us is that it's clearly from an outsider who received information secondhand. The information presented in the complaint is clearly distorted. And it's from a person who it seems to be making a case, like an advocate, about what happened on the call. The whistleblower references a number of individuals inside the White House and at the State Department that he or she has spoken to form the basis of the complaint. We have not been able to piece together all those people, and talking to all those people is important. And there's a lot of, I'm running out of time here, but there's, there's a reference to Lutsenko in the whistleblower complaint where witnesses have told us it's likely Shokin. Vindman and Morrison's testimony about why they went to talk to the lawyers, very different reasons. Mr. Breckbuell,
The gentleman's time has
I
expired.
don't believe he was on the call, but